We're here once again. Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, chapter 210, y'all. 2-1. Ow. Alright. Now, Magi took a week off, week break, something or another. Anyways, but Otaka, she delivered once again with another great chapter of Magi, to say the least. The least. Now, y'all, this chapter was very interesting. And FYI, the chapter did come out on Monday, and I did actually read it Monday night, but I was catching up on some things, so it is what it is. I was like, I know, for example, the blacklist is, I'll be able to see that on Tuesday, so I might as well drop a review Tuesday / Tuesday, Wednesday morning. You know how that jazz goes. Anyways, so we here. With this chapter, it was 4 different sections. So, it focused mainly on the initial discussion between Alibaba, Cohen, and Komei a little bit. Then we had a little bit of, I'm trying to think. I know we had a bit with, there was an ending scene. I'm just trying to go through, because I did read it last night. Monday night. Then there was the bit with, what's his name? Yeah, let me just go through the points I need to make and call it that. Because like I said, it was like 4 different sections. There was a bunch of mini sections. But anyways, just get my thoughts right. So the chapter starts off with a continuation from last chapter, 209, where Cohen is offering Alibaba, situation. And he's like, yeah, join me. Be a general, be the leader / ruler of all, but watch over your people, national allegiance and all that good jazz. And Alibaba is like, he's very skeptical. He's like, what? And he's like surprised and confused and all this kind of stuff, okay? All this kind of food. He's got a myriad of thoughts going through his head. And, Cohen, like, yeah. Cohen goes, but, of course, or was it Cohen? One thing, the whole conditions thing, okay? This was big. He's like, we're not just going to ask you to, just put it on like that. Because Cohen's like, yo, you got to cut ties with Sindria, which Alibaba kind of does need to do anyway. Aladdin doesn't really have ties, even though he sort of has ties. It's complex. But Alibaba's like, I don't want to betray Sinbad, I want to betray my master. And Cohen's like, yo, you need to do for your people, make your choice between Sinbad or Bombad. There's this whole bunch of foolishness. And Komei lays down 3 conditions, okay? He's like, yeah, listen, very simple. Number 1, like I say, you think number 1 was cutting ties with Sindri. I believe that was the first option, at least the option that stuck in my mind. Number 2, they were talking about metal vessel usage. Number 2, becoming general. I believe because of metal vessel usage, you become a general, if I'm not mistaken. And number 3, the most important thing that stuck in my mind, if those other 2 is whatever, the third one stuck in my mind is to marry into the family, marry one of the Wrens. And he's like, we want the Saluja blood. If you want the Saluja bloodline to continue, you marry into a family. He's like, yeah, one of the imperial princesses, okay? But then later on down the line, the conversation between Cohen and Komei, there's only 2 options. Well, they mention that, but only 2 options they mentioned. One of them's actually married. Is it Hakuei's married? Ren Hakurio's sister, she's married? But Kugioku, and that was the second section. I told you, it would come back in Kogyoku. She shows up and she's ecstatic to see Alibaba. I mean, this girl is fun. It's almost like, yo, does she like him? I don't know. Great friends. So she's like Alibaba, and she breaking down. She's like, I was so glad to hear. I was hearing you was coming. I was so glad to meet you here. And he's thinking over these things, especially about the whole kill Goku. And Alibaba, before that part, he's like, he's like, whoa, wait a minute, hold on, bro, whoa, give a brother some time. He's like, and Cohen with the massive circle, I'm like, yo, Cohen, whoa, bro, take it, dial that back, pull it back, because that's a little bit too much, you're doing too much. It's like, it should be an obvious choice, but you know what it is? It's relation to how some people are in reality. They think just because it's their way, their way to them makes complete logical sense, whether it's logical or illogical, rational or irrational. That this is their way, it's the way it needs to be, and we go, and I don't understand why everybody can't see, because different people have different perspectives, that's why. And plus your behind might be flawed in your logic, just saying, like Komei is. Because he does mention Alibaba is naive and stupid. Now, while Alibaba may be a bit of those, not in this situation. Y'all are actually naive, at least, especially Komei. But, cause Komei, and Alibaba's like, hold on, I need time to think. And that's why they mention those conditions. And the thing, though, the key comedy point of this chapter, because Komei's like, it's cool if you bring some concubines, because Alibaba's thinking back to Morgiana, hello? And Alibaba was like, and Kobe's like, if your cherry boy, he, aka virgin, he was talking about being a virgin, right? And Alibaba gave him this face, and both Cohen and Komei get that face back, that parents, y'all know that parents, and then freaking Cohen goes and cracks, he just lets out this major laugh, like he is rolling, and then we see Cohen's household, that bad, giving a bad name to Dread, that Dreadhead who gives bad names to those who have dreads, that kicks ass. I said it last chapter, I can't stay in this chapter. I can't stand this character. Can't. I want him gone. I want him dead. Just saying. We can't ever hear Cohen. Can't ever hear Cohen laugh again. He's just one of those characters, okay? Anyway, them fake characters. So Cohen laughs, and Alibaba almost that funny scene, classic shonen style of Magi style. I mean, the attacking Kobe steps and stop. And and then Cohen's like, I have scorned you pretty much, I screwed up, my bad, I didn't mean to offend you, dude. And he's like, that whole situation. Then Cohen decides to leave, and Alibaba's like, it is what it is, but, they go from there, and then there's the whole Code Gyoku, and they had a good conversation, well, mainly Code Gyoku, and the thing, 2 points to take away from her, her being there was we see some character development from her. She's major confidence, and we also see, well, 3 things. Her confidence spiked up. We also see that, at least she says, here's what friends are for. I'm offering, if you ever want to talk, I'm here for you, my dog, homie, home girl, what's up, amiga. And I really like that. But the key point she talked about was her goal. And she talked about peace. She talked about why can't, did she mention, was it Sendry or the 7 Season Lines? One or two, and she said in coexist, get along, cohabit. So we see, we already had glimpses of that, but we got confirmation as to what her goal is in this whole grand scheme of things. Because remember what I had said several chapters back when Yunin was talking to Aladdin, okay? And I can't even remember which review it is, but when Yunin, the one, if you see the thumbnail, the one with the chess piece, okay? Yunin was talking to Aladdin back in Sindria in that kind of makeshift house, whatever that Yunin made. He was talking about the kings, whoever comes out on top is the path that the world's gonna go. So it's nice to see Goku. What Alibaba's about, we don't know at this point. We probably won't know for at least another 100 chapters. Just saying. We'll see. I mean, the summit's going to determine a lot. And, and she was brought to the summit, and she's like, it's so much better now. I'm a general by honor. Yeah, honorary general. She mentioned Alibaba was surprised by that. Or he was surprised she was a general, but she's an honorary general, and she's like, well, I came here to voice, give my take on things, and I'm glad to have a voice now because she's thankful for blessing in disguise for the whole incident in Magnus. And apparently, what did she say? Hakue and somebody else are observing the Magnostat situation. So, are they observing the portal? I'm not sure exactly what's going on. But anyways, because we did see a flashback to the father, pseudo father, however you want to say it, coming down, with the tentacles and all that. And then what else did she say? Oh, she also mentioned Judar as well, getting Judar on board. So we'll see. And then, like I said, we had, Cohen, Kome talking and their stuff, but it wasn't all that important. But yo, that ending though, like, yeah, y'all see my thumbnail, and this is what I said. Is this manga or theater? Okay, manga or theater? Cause, yo, I'm like, Morgiana's surprised. She's like, yo, you here? I'm like, oh, wait. Is Hakuryu come back? At this point, I'm like, dude, I didn't recognize him at first. And then, Oba's friend, not Titus. What's the girl? I can't believe I can't remember her name. But Oba's GF, Oba's girlfriend, Alibaba's old friend, the mutual friend, right? She says, that is Mu Alexius. He done came to the scene. And that kind of surprised me. Same thing with not as much as Morgiana, but Mu's like, yo, Morgiana, we gotta talk. As a finalist. That's my face at the end of it. I'm like, whoa. As a fatalist. So what's about to happen? Does he have some information on the people? What happened to the fatalist? Like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. So overall, this chapter, for pretty much the whole chapter, I was going to give it a 9 out of 10. That's a phenomenal chapter. But that ending was so impactful, so unexpected. I mean, so just huge. Move finalists. We haven't pretty much heard anything about the finalists. It's this whole series later on in the last 100 chapters. No, not that much. 50. The last 50 chapters, we ain't really heard much about the finalists. Hell, we ain't really much heard about them since the Reem versus Magnostat fight. Okay. During the first part of Magnostat War, we haven't seen any activity. So anything to do with the famous class, I'm all about. So yeah, this is a 9.5 out of 10. It was an amazing chapter of Magi. The only reason it doesn't get a perfect is because the plot progression wasn't much there. You had characterization more so with Cohen. We had some character development bits and pieces here. We had character development a lot with Kogyoku. The unexpected and the suspense with the Mu Alexis, why is he here, and he's dropping the bomb about the finalists. And yeah, it was a bunch. Just if we would have had more plot progression, this would have been a perfect chapter. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what's unexpected. Want to like, comment, subscribe, and till next time, y'all. Peace.